the last video did not perform as well, and that's fine. Listen, I'm not just here strictly for the money, but I got to do something for the money, so I got to put out some videos that track well, and I just want to be brutally honest about that because we're gonna get into it. And I've handled this topic before, but of course, Nora had to revisit the Nof/knife controversy, and we got to go into Knife's actual backstory a little bit, and he knows his own story, so I'm going to try to be very brief because I don't want to bore him. So the story, as far as I can tell, and Knife Hoarder can, in the comment section, correct any facts. Essentially, he and Scoville go back a couple years, and they were fine. He knew Tommy and Kurt, and they were fine. They were friends. They were friendly. But what happened is there was this infamous moment where Scoville was basically caught sniffing and looked into the camera. Now, being absolutely fair, we didn't technically see anything. We just saw him sniffing and look into the camera, looking kind of suspicious. But now we do know. So, and me and I4 actually got into it saying, well, the video really didn't technically show anything. But he's like, no, he's definitely not who he says he is. So the problem is Scoville decided out of nowhere to do a recovery channel. And Knife Hoarder and Goot and others were like, what? What are you talking about? And again, Knife Hoarder said this, saying, yeah, he used to take drugs. He's recovering now. But it's like, wait, you're doing a recovery channel? You seem to like drugs. And guess what? After a couple of long years, Barb, who was a moderator on Scoville's channel, is confirming what Knife Hoarder and Goot said. She has said, yes, she has seen Scoville for herself in an inebriated state. She's also met Scoville personally. She's met the whole family. She's met Scoville, the sister, and yes, Kurt. So she knows these people, and she's saying, yeah, a lot of the Reddit, a lot of Knife Hoarder. I don't think she knows Goot's stuff too much, but she did cite Knife Hoarder explicitly. Yeah, he told the truth. And by the way, and I'm not going to do the whole expose here, Nora's lying to you, because she's like, I only recently became aware of Scoville. Really? You weren't aware that Scoville had a channel for years? Really? You didn't know that? So yeah, right off the bat, don't trust Nora. Don't like what Nora's up to. But Nora cannot possibly leave this issue alone. So let's just get out. Let's put all the cards on the table. What is really happening? If you want more background, go to the other videos. I think it's plain as day. She doesn't like Zero Dark Tony. Fine, you don't like Zero Dark Tony. Zero Dark Tony just put out a series of videos on Scoville, but also on Nora. I saw those videos, and they're pretty devastating. Now, I don't know where Zero Dark Tony is because I try to catch up with his channel, and I will just say this. Now, make of this what you will, whether it was good faith or bad faith. He did some videos on Nora, and then he took them away. Whether he made them private or destroyed them, I don't know. Sometimes he puts them back up. Sometimes he takes them away. But there was a period he did take them away. And Zero Dark Tony says he did offer kind of a truce, and Nora rejected it. But I can confirm that for a while, he really wasn't talking about Nora. He concentrated on streets, he concentrated on DOA, he did a little stuff on Aaron, but he concentrated on a lot of the protesters and SPTV. Like Laura FM and DOA, he's concentrating on those people. Nora really didn't come up too much, but now she does. That was her choice. That was her choice. There was a moment when there wasn't too much hostilities, but of course, Nora being Nora, had to start things again. And that's the record. Now, Nora's going to distort things, but that's the record as far as I can remember it. And Knife Hoarder is clear. Yes, he did see some of the Scoville stuff. Apparently, Zero Dark Tony did a reaction video. I don't remember that. I'm not saying Knife Hoarder's a liar. I just don't remember that. And Knife Hoarder went into the comments and said, thank you. Thank you for the shout out. And Zero Dark Tony was like, yeah, good stuff. And he did gain subscribers. Now, that's from the old channel because Knife Hoarder keeps losing channels because guess who? Guess who keeps trying to destroy the channels? Yeah, 3 guesses who that is. But Knife Hoarder is still plugging away. He and Goot and others have done a very good job. And listen, I'm not trying to hide the others. Like, True Clear Media is fine with me. I don't agree with a lot of what they do, but hey, Google their stuff. You make your own choice. I just wonder about these people who get angry. I don't give them a shout out. I don't think you understand. I'm not exactly a very popular person with this neck of the woods. Good or bad, one of the reasons I have to do more content on Nora is simple. I got to defend myself. Because, again, it is a gatekeeping mechanism. I mean, I don't like it. I don't. And I'm glad that Crazy is Love DOA in a certain way are doing their own thing. All these people, Korn, they're doing their own thing because again, if you try to be in this weird SBTV space, Nora's a gatekeeper, and Nora's clearly branded me as this demonic entity. So it's like, okay, fine, that's the charge. I got to face up to that charge, and it's false, so I have no problem. But it's like, it is what it is. And I've dealt with the logic of the argument, and Nora slightly shifted the terminology. So I want to be fair. So she's posing a question to Knife Hoarder, but it's kind of self-refuting. And I keep wondering, does Nora pay attention? So she put out these two contradictory things. So she's saying she thinks Knife Hoarder has integrity. Okay, that's a nice compliment. But she also says, I don't know Knife Hoarder. I don't know him. Okay, you don't know him, but you think he has integrity. Okay, I'm confused. Do you know him or you don't? Because listen, she doesn't have a normal job. Her job is literally looking at YouTube all day. So you're not finding the time, or you don't want to watch his videos. I don't know. But she saw a few videos and says, well, I don't understand this. You're calling me out as a grifter. You're attacking me, but Zero Dark Tony? He's a grifter. Why don't you attack him? And the grifting in question is Zero Dark Tony might be shady in asking for money for help with a legal case. Well, I will be completely honest. At this moment, I don't really have the resources to help almost anyone. I just don't. I got to deal with hospital bills. I may be getting some work soon. I don't know. I've got to be concerned with very basic things with me. I'm sorry. That's where I am. But also, I don't know enough about this issue. And as far as I know, there's just very conflicting stories. So just being neutral, I don't know if you should help Zero Dark Tony, but I don't know if you shouldn't be helping Zero Dark Tony. And listen, he's asking for the help. You're not obliged to help him. So where's the grift? I don't know. I guess she's saying he's pocketing the difference, right? He's asking for X amount, but he's keeping some of it for himself. Is that the charge? She doesn't specify. She just says, I believe that is a grift. Nice. Prove it. Prove it. So where's Knife Hoarder going wrong? Well, allegedly, again, this is where she's saying this, but again, you have to realize this is a persona. A lot of times Nora will say this stuff, but she doesn't mean it. So she says, I fully hate the maps. I fully hate the PD, whatever. Okay. So a PDF, not a fan of the PDF. Okay, got it. Knife Hoarder is a bad guy because Zero Dark Tony fits the category. Listen, I know Zero Dark Tony is not popular with many people. He's very divisive. There's no doubt about it. He's a very polarizing figure. However, at this moment in time, we only have an accusation. Now, some people are like, well, I'm still very alarmed with what he's doing. Okay, that's fine. Here are the facts. That's why I went into Barb. So let's be very clear. So with Scoville, we have documents, we've got news stories, we've got testimony, we've got his former friends, we've got Goot, we've got Knife Hoarder. We now have Barb, who was a moderator on his channel. So we have eyewitnesses, we have got Reddit posts, we've got court documents, and we've got other things. Okay, and they prove, he even admits this. So there is no denying this incident. You can have a different interpretation. Scoville's like, I was just a young guy and I was in love, yada, yada, yada. Or the darker interpretation, no. He was a criminal. He hurt a young girl. That's what happened. And Nora apparently was like, I really don't know. Okay, well, are you denying documents? Are you saying the testimony is false? Are you saying Barb lied? Are you saying Knife Hoarder lied? What are you saying? I don't know, but what I do know is this. We do have many alarming things with Zero Dark Tony, right? Same kind of thing, screenshots, Reddit, right, these videos, right. That's fine. You can be very critical of Zero Dark Tony. I've never said, don't be critical of Zero Dark Tony. I've never said that. I've always said, I believe Dark Tony on some things. I don't believe him on other things. That's me. But what will we not do on this channel, at least, we will not be conflating what is true and false. With Scoville, we have irrefutable objective evidence, right? This is not gravity. It's not physics. Maybe the court documents are wrong. Maybe it's another Scoville. Maybe it's another person. Maybe it's another Brett. Maybe. But if these documents are correct, he is guilty. He even admits to it. With Zero Dark Tony, please give us a link please show us the documents. Because Nora just keeps saying, yeah, he's being accused, he has charges. A redacted minor has said things. That's nice. But with Scoville, we have something solid. The case is closed. He was found guilty. He was convicted. It's in the public record. Please show us this in the relevant case with Zero Dark Tony. You're charging him with being a PD. Okay, that's a serious accusation. Can you show us this? Nora keeps refusing to do this. But let me be clear. Let me close out the video by saying, devil's advocate, her position is, well, her lawyer has told her, don't talk about Zero Dark Tony. If you want a good case against him, don't talk about him. That's what she says. Her legal representation says, stop talking about him. Don't bring him up. He's going to use that to defend himself, right? Because he's a public figure, and Nora's a public figure. So Zero Dark Tony could say, this is a First Amendment issue. We're having a fight. It may be a brutal fight, but it is a legit First Amendment fight between us. There's nothing criminal going on. And I have to agree. So far, it is just two, to put it mildly, polarizing YouTubers going at one another. That's where we are. So why is Knife Hoarder's integrity in danger? I don't know. She keeps hinting she knows things. She's got documents. She's got something. Well, please show us. Just give us a link. Give us something. Because at this point, one person is definitely guilty. Maybe you think Zero Dark Tony is guilty. Maybe I think he's guilty. But at this point, we don't yet have a firm conviction. We don't. But one guy has been convicted about the relevant issue, which is, the P to the D. Okay? That's what we have so far. Now, I could be wrong. Nora, please show us these documents. Please. Otherwise, you are kind of distracting us, frankly.